Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dwarven Steam Mine. I'm joined by Blue Box. Um, we were recommended by an old friend of ours to play Sprocket, which, as far as I'm told, is a tank buildy game. And as me and Blue both know, we're both tank nerds, and we know ourselves. Um, so, is there anything else I should know about this, Blue?
Um, I've only played during the beta, so a lot of the new stuff is completely new to me. So we're both going to be enjoying some surprises here and there.
Well, I saw on Steam when I was loading this up that it had an update, like a patch note from December 8th, which is like 6 days ago. So apparently they still touch this game, unlike a lot of developers. So what do I press? Do I just go to jump in straight to scenarios?
No. Okay, never mind. Have fun with scenarios. Let's go. Be gone with you. I was going to say sandbox and try and make your first tank, get used to the controls and all that stuff. Like go get our
You mean like be professional
directions. Maybe just a
and
bit,
not be
a
shit?
smidge of it. So there's your base hole. Apparently, we grabbed it from an old king tiger or something.
Generated turrets. That looks like something from what's the French thing? A 30 AMD 35 or whatever.
You mean an ARL 44?
No.
No. Oh, great.
Aha!
Oh my god, Steam found out how to move the camera. He just asked the camera guy
Middle
to, like,
mouse
spin
button.
to the left.
The shape. We can make it. we can make it. We can make it like the Tonk.
Yeah, we probably could. You're currently in the late war era, but I believe you can change that since if you, like, mouse over to the left upper corner.
I'm gonna go by World War One standards,
Okay.
as was the beginning.
So, Steam, you said you were a tank nerd, right?
No.
What made you so interested in tanks to begin with?
Uh. If I'm gonna be completely and brutally honest, I like things with caterpillar tracks.
So just the satisfaction of seeing the tracks
Yes.
go around the whole tank.
Yes.
Okay. Is it safe to assume that you're going to try and build something like the Mark One tank that the British
I'm
used in
doing
World War
something World
One?
War One, so long and not not very wide.
Okay. It's interesting to see these like alternate tank designs I'm looking up here. And one such is basically like the precursor to a Churchill. Just without the turret and just the whole mountain gun.
Yeah. I was going through a file or something yesterday or today or whatever, and I forgot that I have pictures of a wooden Mark IV, I believe it is, not a tadpole, just a normal Mark IV, but it was a training model, and it was just this wooden tank that was used for target practice, and it was on a railway flat car.
Hmm. So which side would have a wooden mock-up of a British tank as target practice during
Well,
World War
in this
One?
context, it was the British.
They were shooting at their own wooden tanks.
Yeah, why not?
No, I mean I expected the Germans, but okay.
That looks tankish.
I get it.
Um,
It's going to have tracks and a cannon. You're going to make it tankish no matter what.
that reminds me of one of my favorite videos, which is Lindy Beige talking about like proto tanks and stuff from like the 16th century and stuff. Like
You know what I
it's
mean? Like
most of
Da
it's like
Vinci's tank.
most of them are like armored personnel carriers or something like that.
Um, like for
Like you,
example, a massive wooden broom that held cannons up in its head and it's being like pulled along by four horses or pushed,
well,
most likely.
it'd basically be like a wooden box with horses inside that you could hide troops in so they don't get shot by arrows or early firearms and stuff.
Gotcha.
I like the idea of having sloped corners or front and back.
Well, I mean, if you go off with a World War One tank, I would assume that first of all, you need it to somehow protect the top of the tank. To not allow the enemy troops to surround it and like climb onto it,
True.
and also
Ooh,
to
look at
slide off
this.
grenades.
Look at that! It actually like renders the effective angle and stuff.
Yes.
That's really cool.
Also, that is some very weak frontal armor.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna take these down because we have a weight thing up here, a weight restriction apparently. We can't go over 9.5 tons, it's saying. So we're gonna have a weak belly, weak roof. How's that? 20 millimeters here, 20 millimeters here, 15 millimeters here.
I mean, you're going to be going through mostly fields and trenches.
Yeah, but any large machine gun will blow my doors off.
Or, any German anti tank rifle.
Yeah, that's the other problem. Alright, so that will
So,
also.
hmm.
Well, we'll make
Kind of
this
looks like an
bed.
M6 hull.
Kind of does, actually. So there we go. We have a tank hull.
No, we have a slab of metal with tracks on it. You
Shut
forgot the
up, no one
doors.
asked you.
I'm here for a reason to stop you from creating anything too crazy.
Ooh, now we're getting into. Oh, this is in depth. Can change the tracks, the fenders, the engine, the transmission, the powertrain, and the size of the fuel tank.
Yeah, I think you should probably work with the tracks first.
Probably. So, what do we got? Damn.
Can you go to config real quick? I want to see the settings. Let's see here. You want automatic brakes with this thing?
They see me rolling.
The one tank that can like pop a wheelie.
Yeah, it's like what is it? The Strav 21 or whatever, that Swedish tank.
I believe it's a 74, the cheese wedge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The centipede. God.
Mickey Mouse eyes, apparently.
Yahoo!
I'm gonna squash you to death. Oh,
Oh.
crap. My voice doesn't go up that high.
I think having too many roller or road wheels would just be kind of a maintenance nightmare. Although it would also help distribute the weight.
As to Germans, they love that has so many road wheels.
And they love the maintenance on them too. Yay!
Massive heavy discs that just make your tank sink into mud faster. What's not to love?
And then we're gonna, and then what we're going to do is we're gonna have, if one of the inner ones breaks, you're gonna have to remove 9 other ones or 7 other ones, whatever it is.
And God forbid if it's not the inner one that breaks, it's the whole flipping not the sprocket, the bar that holds multiple wheels together. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Basically, the stick.
I think
Axle, that's what it is, the axle.
Yeah.
Man, I'm dumb.
I think we need to go with a medium engine at least for something this sized. What's the biggest we can? Wait, hold on. Let's go to a heavy. Just hear me. Oh, the biggest we can do is 6-cylinder. Lame. I want a V12 in this bitch.
How much noise do you want it to make?
Pretty much.
I mean, I feel like this isn't even a World War One tank. This, oh my god, it's a skyscraper. This looks more of like an interwar period tank.
Ooh. Boy, oh boy, we got a lot of options here for gun mantlets. Sherman Panther. Su-85.
Word.
Squared, an ahistorical mantlet. Circular. Internal from the UK. 30AT. Matilda 2. That was a Panzer 2. T-34 76. There's the
There's the
Panzer
Panzer
II
too.
one. M10. Or Chihi.
Cheeky technically works better.
Do we want it off to one side? Or do you want it right smack dab in the middle?
Well, it's can't. Well, let's move out to the side. So either way, it's going to be asymmetrical.
Yeah, but we can. We'd have the barrel be symmetrical. We're gonna have the thing be.
You know, I think just add a bunch of cannons all over the place. Who's going to stop you?
uh,
You see, we're taking the mouse system, basically one main gun, and one secondary, like a 55 centimeter gun. Will be fine.
what's a caliber that will piss everybody off?
152.
It has to be something that wasn't even like used hardly. What about like a
Oh no,
78 millimeter?
no, 79, because an 80 millimeter will be perfect. But since it's 79, you gotta like change everything for it.
I like that. Let's do 79. Haters be damned.
It's just one massive HE shell.
Is 500 meters per second good? Sure, why not? It's World War One.
Oh, the propellant. We're going to flipping
It's
shoot
World War
darts
One.
at them.
Why the hell not? Heil Hitler.
Wrong war, you idiot.
No, he was in World War One.
We weren't saying hi to him, though. Everyone was just shooting him. It's just a shame that we missed. Not a lot of penetration, though. Only 60.
That'll almost go through the front of a Churchill gun carrier, though.
I wouldn't say that's a lot of armor to begin with.
Now that's a lot of damage.
So we got this cartoon tank.
No, this is meant to be real and taken seriously.
I'll take it seriously the moment you start showing me the internal space for the crew.
It's got a big turret. It'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. And where are you going to hold ammunition for these ludicrous shells?
In the hull. Duh.
How are you going to bring it up? With what turret basket?
I don't know.
You're the tank designer, figure it out.
I drive tractors, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Oh my god, you're Bob Simple.
I am. Emphasis on simple.
Do like the whole I just have like a massive box full of ammunition.
Surely this is a safe design.
Oh yes, it definitely won't blow over in the wind. See, I feel like we're taking like World War II tank designs and said, yes, this will work in World War II.
In World War One.
Okay, I know what you're going to add to that back now. Ducktail. You might want to move the tracks a bit more inward.
Nope, it's fine.
Oh, you know what it just looks like? an Ico Co, but it got squished
A
and like
bit,
swapped out for a
actually.
different turret.
We'll have it look like dog shit.
Don't worry, you already got to that point.
It'll be pristine.
No. That's how you know a tank is crap, because it's not muddy. It's not being used.
Oh.
He's learning, ladies and gentlemen. Are you testing it already?
We're moving! Blue, we're moving! We have a working tank, though. That might be a stretch of the imagination.
You know, I would say it's such a stretch of an imagination. You might be considered mad.
I mean, I was beforehand, though.
And we trust the defense budget to you?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Well, you're excluding yourself. You're in this just as deep as I am.
Listen, I'm just a defense secretary. I don't do much around here except push paperwork. I am suffering here too, I would say. Death by a billion paper cuts? Come on now. That is so slow. Can you not put like extra valves in your engine or something? Oh my god, I just realized what this is. This is just the TOG 1. It's long, it's stupid, and completely, useless. Yeah, you're stuck there, aren't you?
You want the good news or the bad news?
I don't think there's any good news that can come from this design.
Well, the good news is it goes over medium obstacles. The bad news is it doesn't have the power to go over large obstacles, nor does it have reverse.
How did you destroy the reverse gears?
Look at the top left. You see how it says R1? It just bogs the engine down. I think we may need to go back to the drawing board for this one.
You think?
I do. Funnily enough.
So how about we don't jam a gunner into the engine bay?
Well, that was your idea, in fairness.
Well, I expected your engine to be in the middle, not in the back.
Where do you think it goes in a tank? Up
Of
someone's
this
ass?
era?
It goes in the back, you knob end.
Well, do you not know where the British Mark 1s through 5s, I believe, kept their engines?
No, I don't.
Smack dab in the middle.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. I think Togs had the engines in the middle, but then they ran off electric motors, and they were at the back. Which combined, those also took up 2/3 of the fucking internal space.
So, gunners need new sights. The engine needs to be completely redone. We need another wheel for it to at least mount a large obstacle, not just get over it.
Yeah. I don't know how do I adjust that?
I propose raising the tank up a couple more inches.
But we have learned that it does go forward, so we're making progress. It's like Kerbal Space Program.
If one of the basic goals was, does it move forward? I think we have much greater concerns than just moving forward. Or just, making a tank.
No, that is one of the concerns, though. Can it be operated? In this, it's a very loose yes.
I gotta go for a bit. I hear some angry people claiming to want their money back. So I'll go deal with that real quick.
Do you want me to wait or no?
Oh no, keep going.
Okay. Test 2. Ooh. We have a turret. And we're moving. Wait. And we have reverse. Alright, this is already going. The clutch system does make it virtually impossible to turn. Box may be slightly more impressed with this. Sling. Climb basic hill. Yes. Second gear.
I am back. I got more funding for your tank projects.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and restart. I'll just walk you through some of the design things. So we have one more road roller or road wheel. They're also smaller. Um, change the angle of the front and rear, the front idler and the rear sprocket. I also found out that you can change you can change the types and all that for all of it. We have new tracks. We're using the big cat ones, which excuse me, are a little chunkier, as you can see. We are now up to a heavy engine with 6 cylinders, and it is a full 4 liter. So she's got a little bit of oomph. We now have the ability to use the guns, although they are a little wonky. I'm not gonna lie. But I'll just demonstrate for you. So we have forward, turrets moving. We have reverse. We'll go over this dirt and I'll demonstrate to you the mighty ability of this machine. Oh, it also goes faster. It will do 12 miles an hour or 11 miles an hour. You see it easily crosses uneven terrain. And if I can get it turned around. And bosh, look at that. Although something I am curious about is the fantail back. 40-degree ducktail test. 3, 2, 1. Oop, oop. Oh, there we go. A little bit more. Ah, the gun doesn't touch.
Cross a trench. I'm thinking that this is absurdly long when it doesn't need to.
Oh, it is a trench.
Okay, so we can literally just have this
Easily.
tank. We can have its design, but let's have its length. And then that could help solve our turning problem.
That might also solve a lot of problems. Because the turning problem isn't just the length, it's also the weight. It also has it's quite a wide hull with quite wide tracks. And it has...
I wouldn't call that that wide, to be honest with you. It's a mud stick, if anything.
Right, no.
Can you bog it down?
Yes.
We could probably also shift scroll, I believe, or shift drag to make it smaller.
I think over in the corner is the best form. It's not convenient, but...
Why not right underneath the stupid barrel?
Well, then we kind of have was it a B-29 or B-17 situation with the ball turrets. I just remember an early variance of one of those. I can't remember which one, but an early variance of one of them. They had a problem where they couldn't. You couldn't get out of the ball turrets unless the turrets were aligned exactly like forward or backwards. So in an emergency, when the plane was falling apart or on fire or something like that, basically the ball turret gunners were just SOL.
Mm-hmm. I mean, hey, it's either burn up with the plane or just, drop out of the sky in a ball.
Well, they adjusted it so they could actually like get out. Go for another test.
Go ahead.
I want to say the performance has improved, but I'm not entirely sure.
Did we change the transmission?
We did not.
There you go. Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Wait for the test.
Just here.
It's like the stepchild that you kind of hated, be adopted out of obligation for your wife. Now it's kind of turning out halfway decent.
I mean, it still looks like a pill bug, but I mean, it's kind of there. Oh my god. They kind of look like an Argentinian tank.
It's an AMX-40. It's a duck.
Yeah.
I grabbed it.
Wonderful. Yeet it away. We don't need turrets anymore.
Yeet.
This is now a tank destroyer.
Aha. Alright. Last attempt. Definitely needs some transmission tweaks and tunings if we continue with this design. Nope. It's still awful.
The gun's more accurate, though.
And it works.
Mm-hmm.
So, we have a challenge from an old friend of ours. And I dread
Well,
to know what it is.
Your task is make a casemate tank no heavier than, let's say, 25 tons.
That's doable.
That has a cannon at least 75 millimeters.
That's doable.
And it fits a V12 engine.
That's impossible.
Its speed must go up to at least 25 miles per hour.
That would be the hardest part.
Okay. Well, there's your challenge.
Fuck. Well, I think that that's a good challenge for next time. I'm gonna, at some point, go research transmission ratios, because I think that's where I'm lacking. Well, on that bombshell, thank you,
Or
everyone,
tank
for
shell,
watching.
as we should say.
Shut up.
Go
No
ahead,
puns
sorry.
allowed. Well, on that note, thank you so much for watching. We will be coming back to this. I don't know when, but we will. Thank you, Blue, for joining me.
Welcome.
Being my blueprint jockey.
Basically, yeah.
I'm basically just shouting everything. You're there with the pencil and the pencil and the eraser and the massive stress-induced migraine.
Yes. My head is quite swollen. I think my skull is about to split.
Well, good. I suppose, fuck, I guess we better send this off to China then, huh?